Okay, so the intro should sound like this. And then the first verse, you keep the D and the F in the right hand, and you keep the D in the left hand. But instead of playing it like this, you want to play the D first. Okay, so you just want to play D and then 7 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you want to go up to the G with your left hand. And then you want to do 3 of the D and the F. And then 4 of D and E. Then you want to go up to A in your left hand and keep the D and the E in the right hand and do 3 of those. And then D flat and E. Okay. Then you want to go up to B flat with the D flat and the E. 1, 2, 3. And then D and F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then back down to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then G with a D and an E in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then A with a D flat and an E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a D with a D and an F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then A with 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Then G with a D and an E. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's just and then A again with the D and the E, and then D flat and E, and in that one you have 7 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, then you want B flat with D and F, then F, then G with D and E, then A with D flat and E. Okay, so I'll play that whole first verse for you. I'll try and do it slowly. If you're never sorry, then you won't be forgiven. If you're not forgiven, then you can't be forgotten. If you're not forgotten, then you can live forever. If you live forever, then you'll begin to. And then on dream, you want D, and then you want to move your hands down to this D and F here, okay? So, and it's 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then you want D, C, B flat. Okay? So that's D, C, B flat. So. And then you want another 7 of those. And then you want B flat, 1, 2, 3, A, and then D and E, 1, 2, 3, and then this D down here with a D and an F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then D, C, B flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then B flat, 1, 2, 3, A, D, E, and then back to D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I'll play that short part for you now. Okay, so I'll play that part for you again from the little joining part. Okay, so I'll play that whole intro part for you. And now it's the chorus, which is F and middle C in the left hand, and in the right hand E flat and C. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's like 4 of those little 2, 3, 4. And then you want to go to F and E flat in the left hand with C and F in the right hand. So after you've done 2 of those, then change to F and D. Then back down to F and C with D and C in your right hand. And then I'll get to the little in a minute. Okay, so basically it's this. Okay, so Ezra Pound sat upon my back. And as you play those 2 bits, which is just D, D, F, F, you just carry on repeating the D and the C. Okay? So it's just... As you can probably tell, I haven't actually quite mastered doing and that in at the same time. Then you just repeat that again. Okay, so it's Ezra Pound sat upon my back, asked me which books is a play I've read. And then you go back to the first verse is exactly the same, okay? So it's the D with the D and the F. Ezra Pound sat upon my bed, asked me which books is of late I've read, asked me if I've read his own, whether I could spare a pound of flesh to cover his bare bones. what's a pound of flesh among friends? What's a pound of flesh among friends? Okay, so that whole next section after Ezra Pound sat upon my bed, that bit, the bit that goes into Ezra Pound sat upon my bed, is exactly the same as if you're never sorry, then you, that we did first time around. So just go back to that bit of the video and listen to all those steps again, because it's exactly the same and it will waste your time if I try and explain it all. The next part, and then basically, so it goes back through the chorus again. If you're never sorry, if you're never sorry. Okay, then, so basically it's the intro, you do the first verse and the little bridge bit, that bit, then the chorus, and then you go back and repeat that all over again, the whole thing, the first verse pattern, the bridge and the chorus. Then it goes into if you're never sorry, the next verse. Okay, so you want again D and F, and you want D in the left hand. If you never, and then G, and then switch to D and E for the last four. And then A with D and E, and then D flat and E. And then B flat, and then D and F. And then F with D and F. G with D and E, and then A with D flat and E, and then D with D and F, and again, then A, G with D and E, A, D flat and E, and then B flat with D and F, then F, then G with D and E, and then A with D flat and E, and then D with D and F. So I'll play that whole bit for you, and then we'll go into the next part of that verse. So, if you're never sorry, then you can be forgiven. If you're not forgiven, then you can be forgotten. If you're not forgotten, then you can live forever. If you live forever, you cannot be reborn. Right, so then you want these two Ds. If you're not reborn, and you just want to keep D and F. If you're not reborn, and then up to these two A's. 2, 3. G's with D and E. And only 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then back to A. And then D flat and E. 4 of those. Then B flats with, and then back to D and F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G's with D and E. A's with D flat and E. Then back down to D's with D and F. And again. A's, G's, A's, B flats, F, G with the D and the E, A's with the D flat and the again with the D and the F. Okay, so I'll play that whole verse for you. If you're never sorry, then you can be forgiven. If you're not forgiven, then you can't be forgotten. If you're not forgotten, then you can live forever. If you live forever, you cannot be reborn. If you're not reborn, then you can be a baby. Sorry, I messed that up. Baby, if you're not a baby, you can learn how to crawl. If you cannot crawl away, then you must stay in bed all day. If you stay in bed all day, you're sure to have some visitors. Now on to the next part. So a bit that goes, Ezra Pound will sit upon your bed. Okay, so you want these D's down here, and this D and this F. Ezra Pound will sit up, and then A's, G's with D and E, A's with D and E, then D flat and E, B flats, then D and F, and then F's down here with, then G's with D and E, A's with B flat and E, and then D on its own with D and F, D's, and then these A's up here, G, and then this A on its own, then B flat and D flat and E, sorry, and then B flat with D and F, F, G with D and E, A with D flat and E, and then it's like that little bridgy bit again, so you want D, so you want 5 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, D, C, and these 2 B's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, B, 1, 2, 3, A, B flat, sorry that was, 1, 2, 3, and then A's with the D and the E, 1, 2, 3, D's with the D and the F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, D, C, B flat, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, B, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, D, C, B flat, and then the ending, which is B flat, D and F in the right hand, and these 2 B flats in the left hand, and then down to A, and then A, D flat and E in the right hand, and then these the very lowest D's down here with D, F and A. Okay, so I'll try and play that last part for you. Ezra Pound, sit upon your bed, ask you which books is of late you have read, ask you if you've read his own, and whether you could spare a pound of flesh to cover his bare bones. I says, man, take a pound, take 2, what's a pound of flesh between friends like me and you? What's a pound of flesh among friends? What's a pound of flesh among friends? Oh, sorry. Among friends. What's a pound of flesh among friends? Okay, so that's it, and I hope that helped you in some way. Like I said, I will put the link to the music in the description bar, or if you need it, you can just tell me, and I will send it to you via email. So if you want to PM me your email on YouTube, then feel free to do that, or you can request it on my email address, which I will also put in the bar below. So I hope that helped, and I will catch you all soon. Bye. Hi everyone, hope this was helpful for you. If you want the sheet music, just send me a PM in my inbox on here, or you can send it to this email address. Hope you all found it useful. Bye!